Holy crap, I cannot believe that it is already Monday. This is February 22nd, 2021. This is Devlog 13. What? A couple announcements to get out of the way right off the bat. The Kickstarter for my project is still not ready at all. At all. The second big announcement is I cut my hair. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I cut it. It still looks freaking wild because I didn't do anything on top, but I mean, so I'm just looking at myself in the second monitor, but like, yeah. There you go. And lastly, this week was a little interesting, to say the least. So my girlfriend's mother, we went out on her birthday to some hot springs, and she went rollerblading, and she had an accident on her birthday. And let me go and pull it up here. They started a GoFundMe for her. If I can, hello, please help. Meow! Meow! Hold on, this is kind of horrible timing, but hold on. Meow! Kitty! Come here! Come here, my beautiful kitty. Meow! You wanna come inside? Come here. Come here, kitty. Alright, cat, come here, please. No? Come here. Maybe I should pause. Just maybe. Maybe. Hello? Meow. Hi. Oh gosh. Welcome to the house, cat. Alright. Meow. What a great way to start off the devlog. Okay, anyways, back to the important stuff. So, she suffered an accident. She was, cut off. Some dude, cut in front of her. And she, went to catch herself. And she broke both of her wrists. And she broke her L2 in her back. So, if you want to be supportive of that, or if you want to help her out, she does have a GoFundMe here. You can just look it up by typing in her name, Laura Johnson. Looks like they've raised almost $3,000. That's pretty sick, of their $5,400 goal. So I can't stress this enough. If you have anything that you can donate, it would be super helpful. And thank you. Also, hello, cat. Thank you for walking right in front of my monitor. Hello. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's show this off. So, first things first. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna fix the audio. All right, we're good to go. So, I went ahead and implemented in the background now. It does look a little plain, but I am liking it. We also introduced a couple new power-ups that I'm going to show off here. The first one is, it's based on an Aztec god named Copacabana or something like that. And you'll see my dude's holding a cool little flower. And you'll shoot water out at people, but they don't do it, so it decreases your damage. So you're like, okay, why would I ever pick that up? Because if you right-click, it will consume 5 of your bullets, and it will create a little plant that shoots at wherever you're pointing. So, it's a little weird to get used to, but it is definitely much better than, oh, hello, than, there's a reason I had to decrease the damage, let's just say that. Because when you get a lot of them out here, it can be pretty overpowered. But I really like that trade-off. It's yeah, it could be overpowered, or you could just not be overpowered. I don't know. And if a seed hits an enemy, it doesn't create a plant. So that's another thing that kind of helps with the balance. But you can see here I have 2 different plants on 2 different sides, and they both just kind of adjust where they're looking at to kind of shoot it wherever I'm pointing. So I really like this weapon. I think it's one of my more unique weapons for sure. Super fun. The only thing I think I have to change is currently if you don't have enough if you don't have enough ammo and you try and right click, it doesn't plant anything. And so there's got to be a way where I make it automatically reload for you or something like that if you try and right click and there's nothing. So, but yeah, other than that, I think it's a super fun upgrade to play around with. Let's take a look at some of the other ones here. So here is the Mario. It's a reference to Mario. It's a mushroom. When you pick it up, believe it or not, your dude gets bigger. Hitbox, everything gets bigger. And as well as all of your projectiles get bigger. So they have a bigger hitbox, which can be fun and can be really useful in certain circumstances. So we'll go and shoot out these plants here. And you'll see that they actually are bigger now and they shoot out bigger projectiles. Now, originally, this was the size of the plant. But I think I kind of, and just due to like some errors with like, just the way I coded it, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, which is why they were smaller. But I actually kind of like how they're smaller at first, and then they turn into this size once you actually get it completely done. It's also cool because these plants, I mean, currently, I'm pretty limited in my code, but I wanted it to be so you could stick them on walls, but that's just too hard for me. So I just made it so that if they hit a wall, they'll just drop, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of incorporating this kind of power up into my game. There's no real point to ever left click, like ever, with this gun, which is it's interesting. I mean, I don't know what to make of that, but I mean, if you want, it's there. Yeah, let's check out some of the other upgrades then. Let me go ahead and hit my game with a hot restart. All right, we're back. So we're gonna hop over this first power up, and we're just gonna check out let's show off the new ones first. So this is it's supposed to look like a popcorn bag. Dude looks like he's holding a little popcorn bin or something like that. This one is fun. Definitely one of my I don't know. I just really love this power up. When you shoot something. Wow, that was really loud. It shoots popcorn, a kernel at him. And when it hits something, it pops. There's currently no sounds for it, but I mean, it shouldn't be harder to be like, you know, whenever it like pops. It's super fun. So the popcorn, they bounce around. They kind of have their own little physics. Then they kind of fade away and disappear. As you'll see, there's that there. So if we shoot something with this, you can kind of see its full potential there. You saw how it kind of, like how the popcorn, once it's popped, actually rolls around and hurts stuff. So it doesn't increase your damage at all, but just the fact that it creates little popcorn kernels that deal that damage makes it super, super good. Especially if you get up in someone's face and you burst them like that. You just hit them with a ton of popcorn. Like that really, really kind of just wrecks stuff. Like, I mean, I can show you right here up here. Hello. Yeah, it's gone with one burst, so... It's actually pretty overpowered power up. I might have to actually nerf the damage. But so far, I mean, I think it's just fun to play with, and it's super enjoyable. Obviously, I'm going to show off the mushroom with the popcorn, because it's just a ridiculous fun combination that they have. And this is a look at the combos that are going to be seen in my game. So my game is, I've always liked the idea of making combos. And I recently released a list to my Patreon supporters explaining the direction I'm going to be taking the game. And I'm going to have active items and passive items. So the active items will not combine with each other, but the passive items will all combine with each other. And that's just an easy way for me to kind of handle my scope with the game, but also to make it fun. So active items, for example, are your main weapon is your active item, right? So your main weapon changes how you do stuff dramatically, very drastically, but you can only hold one at a time. So I can't hold like the power-up of the turret plants and the popcorn power-up, even though now that I think about it, that would be super crazy and fun to have like turrets shooting the popcorn kernels and having them explode on everyone. But just maybe that could be like a stretch goal, but as of right now, I'm keeping it with passive and active items. So anyways, one of the passive items here is the mushroom. So when you shoot stuff, now everything gets bigger, and it currently works with every single item in the game. I can show off a couple other combinations here just because it's fun. But yeah, I think it's a good way about a good way to go about doing the kind of game that I'm doing. So let's look at some other combinations with the Mario mushroom. All right, next on the list, we're going to be looking at the worm power-up with the mushroom. So for reference, this is what the worm normally looks like. And if we go and pick up the mushroom, obviously everything gets bigger. And as well as all the flames get bigger, which is super cool. So I mean, it doesn't increase damage, like I said, but it increases hitbox, which can be pretty useful. Because, I mean, the bigger the hitbox is, the more, I don't know, the more damage can be done. This is definitely a dangerous power-up, though, because, I mean, you can hurt yourself, and there I go, and I'm dead. But that's a fun combo that works with the Mario Mushroom. Let's respawn here. Okay, so let's take a look at my last change I made here, and it's to the Torment power-up. Ouch, hello, little dude. So, if I look at the Torment, it changes arm to be like this red kind of looking arm. And when I shoot it out, it still does everything the same. Looks pretty normal. However, if I right-click, it pulls all of the bullets towards me, and it changes them to be darker. Also, Torment just creates the tormented enemies as well. But if I wait here and I pull them towards me, they'll actually take out enemies like that. It's just a cool effect. So instead of bursting, when you right-click, you just pull the bullets towards you. And you can only do it once, so I can't just spam it. But you see that it, I don't know, it's just a fun little mechanic to play with. It definitely just changes how it works. Also, if you're trying to collect the bullets, you can pull them towards you one time. It makes it useful. I do like the pulling mechanic of the bullets, though. Because, I mean, you can shoot stuff. If you haven't killed it yet, you can right-click and kill the enemy. So, it's just a nice way to, especially on bosses, to recover your bullets and recover, you know, your stuff. So, I don't know. I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go and finish off the enemies here, and then we'll take a look at it with the big Mario Mushroom. But yeah, I mean, it was a idea recommended to me by my good friend Critch to be able to just right-click and pull them towards me. And yeah, I mean, I think it works fine. Let's pick up the mushroom here. Yep, as you see here, they're all now big. And they will stay big. It's a weird... I like it because it's a weird item. Not everyone's going to want to pick it up. Because, I mean, it makes your hitbox bigger. It also makes your, you know, your projectiles bigger. But, I mean, just the... I can see why people would take it, and I can see why people wouldn't take it. Because it is a little weird playing with a larger character. It still works with everything. Like, I can still go through every single doorway. I can still beat the game, but yeah, I mean, that's just, I can see both sides of the story there. And I don't know, I really like how this mechanic turned out. I think it's super unique, super cool. It's fun because it reminds me of one of those power-ups that, like, significantly changes the feel of the game. Which is also what I was going for with these other two power-ups I put in with the popcorn and the planting of the plants. Like, they're just fun ways, and it makes the game feel different enough. Like, oh, cool, like, I want to pick that power-up up. Or, oh, cool, like, what does that power-up do? And it makes you really intrigued. So, let me pause this here. Okay, to finish this off, we're just going to take a look at some of the gifts that I was able to capture this week. Here's the first bug that I found. Maybe, when I was doing the Torment thing. Ah, yeah, there it is. So when I was first implementing this idea of having the bullets come back to you, they just created more bullets. And so it would, like, lag out my game a ton, and you can see it creates, like, these crazy lines of bullets. You actually see it there really good for a second. And when I try and right-click again, it's just this, like, exponential and just slows the game down because it's creating so many bullets at one time. Fun bug. Really funny. The second one, let's see, what else is here? Firearm, I mean, we've already seen that. So here's the mini plant turrets when I first created them. You'll notice that they're big here. And you can actually see, like, the seed better, which I got to kind of put back into the game. But this is kind of how I first implemented those plant bullets and when I was testing them, which I thought was pretty cool. Let me see. I mean, obviously, here's the popcorn gun, the gif of it when I made it. And I posted all of these to Twitter this past week. Now, there was one I wanted to show. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. When I started implementing in new bullets, and I still have no idea why this bug exists, the monkeys, when they got hit, would just be stuck in this frame. So I put in this water bullet, and the monkeys would just sit there. Like, look at them. They just don't move. They're just, like, so shook that, like, they're like, oh, he actually put a new power-up in the game. They just, like, stay there, and they don't do anything. I'm like, I don't know why. And the weird part is, when I play the rest of my game, the rest of the monkeys work fine. It's just in the starting area, my test monkeys, for whatever reason, just, like, they're so shook, they just get stuck. They can't believe it. So that bug still exists. I don't know why. It's funny. But it doesn't affect any other area, so it's not a big deal. because I mean these enemies aren't even gonna exist in this area, but really weird. It's always weird when you get a bug and you're just like, I don't know why it's freaking there. Like I don't know why. Real quick, here is another showcase of these plant turrets. When you get a stat up on your character, it increases the stats of the plants. So this is something when, if you first get it in the game, you're like, it's not good, right? It's not a good power-up. It can be a freaking phenomenal power-up if you upgrade the attack speed. As you can see right here, the attack speed of these plants is nutty. Like, they're shooting so fast. So this upgrade that maybe isn't entirely good because of the damage downgrade becomes amazing if you upgrade your character using these idols. One build I think would be super fun to do is just pure crit. Because then you just put down these plants, they have 50% crit, and like half of the bullets they're shooting out are just critting. And so that's a super cool thing that I really liked about the plants and how they kind of work and interact with stuff. So I think they're one of the very few. Their bullets don't scale with your damage, but their attack speed and their crit chance do. So actually maybe no, I don't think it does. The bullet damage doesn't scale with you, but everything else does. So I just think that's really cool. I think that's I mean, actually, I don't know. I just confused myself. I think they might. If they do, that's pretty overpowered. But those are kind of all the things I put in this week. Give me like 2 seconds, and I'll just like rack my brain and see if there's anything else that I put in. Hey, you know what? I think that's it. Not a whole lot of, I don't know. I guess I just didn't get a whole lot done this week, obviously for the whole reasons I said at the start of this video. So like I said, if you can, go ahead and support that GoFundMe. Also, my camera is paused. Thank you. Hello? You're going to work? Okay, cool. Anyways, I guess I can blow myself up, right? No reason to be staring at my Godot editor. Ooh, hello there. Hello, kitty cat, kitty kitty. All right, and just a quick reminder, if any of you want to play the current build of the game, just to see all the power-ups, to see how it feels, there's a workable, playable build for any of you who are in the gamer tier. It's a Patreon-only build. The next Patreon-only build comes out next week, and it's going to have way more content in it. Or you can choose to join in as the friend tier or as the cat lovers tier. Meow. And you will get access to early alpha builds, which are weekly. And those builds are fun because they're just full of bugs and amazingness and experimental weapons. So, or you can just support me at this little level right here. Just wanted to kind of throw it in there. Also, if you love this cat here, hello, her name is Oreo, and you want daily photos of Oreo, become a cat lover and a patron, and you'll get daily photos of cats. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I miss a day, but I will try and get you daily photos of cats. So, also, I have a Discord. You can see right here. You can join it. I am gonna try and post more on it, but I'm gonna have like obviously right here the Feathered Serpent. There will be devlogs, art, questions and answers, game discussion, announcements, fun things like that. So you can go ahead and join that. The link will be in the description. Huge shout out to my patrons as well. Oh, they're right here. Let's put them over here. I don't want to cover up Oreo. There we go. We'll cover up my face. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Alo Chapana. You're dope, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks to Ethan Critchfield, Haley Critchfield. I remember the L this time. And Sawyer Wood. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for supporting my game. It makes me very happy. Also, I guess I'll show this off before I end. Here we go. This was the sheet that I posted to Patreon earlier this week, and I've actually changed it a little bit and added some stuff to it. But these are the power-ups along with their images that I'm going to be implementing, and they're set out into the category passive items and active items. For example, over here, I put in a sniper upgrade, and I mean, this is from a direct comment and idea from one of my friends, Thomas, that Cosmos Gaming. You can check him out on YouTube. Obviously, a couple other ones here. This one had something, but it turned into a popcorn one, and I kind of changed the look of it. So maybe I'll put that in for something else. But yeah, you can kind of see these cool little logos that I was able to do this last week, which I think are kind of cool looking, kind of fun. Poison shot, electric shot. If we come over here, HP up, second life, second row for ammo, twin shot, So yeah, just super fun stuff on that front. And yeah, be looking forward to seeing some of these other power-ups implemented in next week's devlog. Thanks everyone, I appreciate it. It was a long devlog this time, but that's okay. And sweet, I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched the whole way through, that's fine. If you watched it at 2 times speed, also fine. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all the comments. I love reading them. They really motivate me. And if you have any ideas, let me know. And your item could appear here on the active item or passive item list. And I'm just going to work my butt off this week to make up for kind of what I wasn't able to get done the last 2 weeks. So, see you guys. Peace. Adios, Oreo. Sorry for waking you up. You can go back to bed.